Morning, Lordship.
Good morning. Appeal has been dismissed. We have recorded our appreciation for the learned legal aid counsel for aspirant number 2.
It has been numbered. It's petition number 3.
You want to move it today?
Tomorrow.
Motion, no problem.
Motion. Miller.
Vacations are approaching. Yes, sir.
34, Your Lordship.
50?
34.
34.
We are not pressing it, Your Lordship. It should be
Okay.
closed, Your Lordship.
34. Dr. R. Sharma, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that there is instructions. There is instruction, yes, Nijay, not to press this petition. Also heard, who's there for the government? Yes, J. Hendik, government counsel, and RS and Miss RS Dury, learned counsel for the private respondent. Excise is also there. Excise, anyone excise in the court? Argo. Writ petition is accordingly dismissed as not pressed. Yes.
May I play, Lord? My Lord, I am permitted to move urgent application tomorrow, Lord. Miller.
Pertaining to this bench, Mr. Roy? Pertaining to bench 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Depiction. Miller, prayer Miller, tomorrow Miller.
Motion.
Motion.
Yes.
I have a prayer for Friday, but
Motion.
motion.
Motion is. No problem. Yes.
Item number 7, because
Yes.
listed today, does not reflect the name of standing council fisheries. I don't want with him.
Item of standing council,
Fishery.
fishery,
Can it be tomorrow with his?
P. Sharma. Okay. He is not aware of this matter.
I told him he seems not to be.
3. S. Bonik, learned counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that the name of standing council fishery is not reflected in the cause list. Para. List this matter tomorrow by indicating the name of standing council fisheries in the cause list.
Like, wait,
May it please your Lordship. It's actually a joint prayer of both of us.
Item number?
Item number 14, Lordship.
Yes.
Can it be after vacation, Lordship?
14. 14 is a whole matter.
Yes, Lordship. Soon after vacation.
Why are you taking time? 17 matter in 2025. Why are you taking time? Let the matter reach. 17 matter straight away cannot adjourn. What is the matter about?
It's a maternal death case.
Huh?
Maternal death case. It's a maternal death of the petitioner's wife.
Then what are you seeking here?
Compensation Lordship,
From whom?
from the state of Delhi.
Under what provision?
Under this is the violation of Article 21.
Writ court.
Yes, Lordship.
Writ court.
Writ court, Lordship.
Difficult.
Because there are judgments
not- we are
on
not-
coordinate benches
Yes.
for Nagaland also, Lordship, wherein, and even also Mizoram Isle bench also, Lordship, for maternal death case in government hospitals, compensation was done.
But how will you assess the compensation? Do we have the mechanism?
That I leave up to Lordship.
We don't have the mechanism. Granting
Let-
fair set, prima facie satisfied, granting a lump sum amount is a different matter. But to get it assessed, you need to deduce evidence. And you have to prove the negligence. How do you prove the negligence?
Lordship, with that count, Lordship, and it
No, no.
could come up after.
We are not
vacation.
saying that you are not entitled to anything.
Yeah,
You may
understood,
be,
Lordship. I
but
understood.
you have to prove it. It cannot be a windfall, yes. And if it is not because of negligence, then the question, primary issue will be in doubt. Then let the matter reach, we'll see. Yes, next.
My lord, I'm Lordship, because of my illness, I'm appearing to VC, Lordship.
Yes.
I want to move an urgent application as unlisted motion today, Lordship. It's relating to eviction of the petitioners, Lordship. My
Eviction
colleague,
from where?
eviction, we are already in possession and occupation of the plots of land since for more than 20 years of time.
Government land.
Government land, but we are paying the revenue.
Revenue, what revenue?
Land revenue. The
Tozi.
issue-
Tozi is not a revenue.
No, Lordship, the issue is not.
You are moving at your own peril, it will be dismissed.
No, Lordship,
Move
the issue, we
Move it
see.
be allowed, but it will be dismissed.
No, Lordship, kindly listen to
No,
me,
you are
Lordship.
allowing, you have allowed the permission, you have
Lordship.
asked for the permission, but we
Lordship.
are giving the results also.
But the issue is in the railways only, not in the state government, Lordship.
Whoever, yes, at 2 o'clock,
Lordship,
but bring it at 2 o'clock.
Lordship.
Yes,
Mentioned item number 21, my lord. Matter has become infrastructure. Let me to inform.
you are for the petitioner.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your name?
Yes, that Rahman.
Sri S. J. Rahman, learned counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that by flux of time, the matter has become infructuous. H. Gupta, is he there in the court? Also heard Sri H. Gupta, learned counsel appearing for the railways. Please, if he's not there, we'll have to change the name.
I'll
Sarah?
inform you.
Matter is accordingly dismissed as infructuous. 21. Yes,
Hello.
I take to mention item 32, my lord. Kindly
32, yes.
mention for 1 week,
Hmm?
next week, my lord.
On a prayer made on behalf of the petitioner, list after a week.
God bless. Hello. May I please, I beg to mention item number 31.
31.
Waiting for me.
31 you are for whom?
I for the GH, I have taken the consent from that.
Okay.
39 for petitioner on behalf of arrest me.
Okay.
But,
Okay, interim order is there, okay. On a request made on behalf of the respondents, matter is adjourned by 4 weeks to enable obtaining of instructions. Para, interim order passed earlier to continue till the next date of listing. Yes,
May I please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention for the
for
admission matter on it,
admission of which year?
2024. 2024 matter.
24, when was it last listed?
We have put an application for today for the listing matter, but it didn't get.
When was it last listed? What is the subject matter? When is it last listed? These are the questions which the bench will put to you if you are not equipped with those information.
The urgency of the matter is that, Your Lordship, the respondent is the authority of the society, whereby the election notification is going to be notified soon, probably on July. The authority cannot be participate in the election due
What
to the
election?
allegation.
Election for?
Cooperative society.
Cooperative society is bench 5. Is it bench 5?
Yes, Your Lordship. This is relating to the matter of election.
Okay, Monday.
Obliged.
But if we see that there is no urgency, then you will have to face consequence. We do not allow mention memo listing unless it is urgent. Okay, next.
May I
If
please,
you
Lord?
Yes.
I beg to mention item for 19, with the concept of the petition, for the response. We've newly engaged the matter, so it kindly fix it up to second. Any
19.
19, the 8, that's the only sole response.
You are there in this matter. 19.
No,
The
no.
petitioner have from
Okay.
district court.
Sri D. Dekar, learned counsel, has submitted that he has been newly engaged and accordingly placed for some time.
Yes. after
List
second.
immediately after the vacation. Respond number?
Only one response, Lord. Only the-
AIDC,
the only
AIDC. For the respondent, AIDC, huh? After vacation, okay.
Highly obliged.
Is there any interim order?
No.
Okay.
Lord.
May it please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 40, Lordship,
40.
40,
Yes.
Lordship. Can it come up after vacation, Lordship?
What is this IA in review?
Review I have filed, there is delay, Lordship. I is for delay.
You need not file IA, you can explain the delay in the review application itself.
With
It's
the
a
reason
writ petition, isn't it?
Yes, Lord.
Writ petition, there is no per se application of the Limitation Act. It's only latches. You explain the delay, but we'll have to go by the how you explain. Okay, doesn't matter. When after the vacation,
Yes, Lord.
on a request made on behalf of the applicant, list after the vacation.
Deeply,
Sri J. Hendrik, Learned State Council is present.
deeply.
Yes.
Right, Mr. Lordship. Lordship, item 16, my lord, the grievance of the petitioner already detailed.
Redressed.
My lordship, item 16.
Sri M. R. Khandakar, learned counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that during the pendency of this writ petition, the grievance of the petitioner has been redressed. Also heard Sri J. Hendrik, learned state counsel. KSC, anybody? Miss, here for with J. Chutia. Is he there in the court? J. Chutia, learned standing on the KSC. And finance, anyone? Finance? Finance? B. Gogoi is there, and B. Gogoi is standing counsel finance. Para. Petition is accordingly dismissed as infructuous.
Lord, item 33.
Yes.
Here, my lord, I have returned the seat and the order is there, my lord. I have produced the letter. So my
Okay, we'll see when the matter reaches. It would
33, my lord.
33, brief return, huh?
I'm
Okay. ये किताब में रोड किसी को है किताब रोड के क्वेश्चन ये एपिसोड देखो देखिए फोन लगे आइटम 1
May I please, Your Lordship. Regarding Lordship enhancement of compensation Lordship for the land acquisition by the government Lordship of the petitioner society. At this stage Lordship may notice Lordship. We have received the amount of 19 lakhs Lordship, but we have submitted a petition for enhancement of the compensation
inadequate compensation for what?
for the land Lordship.
For
and
land
building.
acquired.
Yes, Lordship.
Acquired under what provision?
Lordship, under the provision of Lordship, Assam Land Acquisition Act 1964.
So you can come to a writ court for enhancement.
My lord,
You can come to a writ court for enhancement.
Lordship, as per section 12 Lordship, if any application is filed for enhancement Lordship, it is the duty of the district commissioner to refer the matter to the court. That has not been done.
Where is your application? I saw it on Sunday. Land review, downward from there and land revenue.
Lordship, page number 38 Lordship. And Lordship may kindly come to
Item number, page number
page number 41 Lordship. May I please?
41. Yes.
The application Lordship we have submitted. Lordship.
When was it done? When was it submitted?
Lordship, on 21 2025.
Where do you get the date? Okay,
Lordship, page number 41, last part Lordship, the
Oh.
seal is there.
okay. When was the assessment made?
Assessment was made Lordship in the year 2023 Lordship, and the amount was paid to us.
Where do you get it?
Lordship, I have only mentioned the Lordship date Lordship, where Lordship I have, when Lordship I have received the amount. Lordship may kindly come to page number 25 Lordship.
The acquisition has been made under which act?
Lordship, Assam Land Acquisition Act 1964 Lordship. Section 12 would be relevant Lordship. May I read section 12 Lordship?
Just a minute, please. Yes.
Section 12 says Lordship, reference to the court. The collector shall
Okay, of the act. Okay, just a minute, please.
even Lordship, I have
Section
put
12, yes,
section
reference.
12, sir.
Mm.
reference to the court. The collector shall in every case where any person aggrieved by an award
Okay,
under
okay, we issue
subsection-
notice at this
Yes, sir.
stage.
Yes.
Heard Sri M. Ahmed, learned counsel for the petitioner, whose grievance is with regard to the inaction of the respondent district commissioner to refer the matter to the appropriate court, as the petitioner has filed an application seeking enhancement of the land acquisition compensation. Para? It is the case of the petitioner that the acquisition has been made under the Assam Land within bracket requisition and acquisition bracket close Act 1964, whereby an amount of rupees 19,40,190 bracket or words has been awarded as compensation, which according to the petitioner is inadequate, and accordingly an application was filed before the district commissioner dated 21/2025 under section 12 of the act, which has not been acted upon. Para, let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Who's 3? PWD, Madam, Miss S. Sharma, learned standing counsel PWD, except for S1 number 1. Revenue, G. Hazarika 1, 2. District Commissioner and
3 and
Circle
4 of
Officer
the
3 and
back,
4. J. Handika, extra copies by tomorrow.
Highly apply.
Get the instructions, we do not know what is happening actually.
Highly apply.
Item 2.
May I please, Your Lord? So this petition is for claiming compensation for demolition of one RPC building and 2 other, my lord, Assam type building, Lord. This demolition has been done without following any procedure, Lordship, without issuing a notice, only on the basis of one report, Lord. That demolition has been.
But compensation, can we assess the compensation?
Lordship, a meeting was held also, Lord.
No.
Yes,
Your right has been infringed. That part we can say yes.
Lord.
But how do you assess the compensation?
Lordship, in this regard, Lordship, no, Lordship, I have submitted, Lordship, top 10 estimate of the building, Lordship. A meeting was held under the chairmanship of the Deputy Commissioner, Lordship, and the Deputy Commissioner issued, Lordship, on 4/9/2022, Lordship. But till date, no steps have been taken, Lordship.
4/9/2022, what was the recommendation?
Sir.
What was the recommendation of the district commissioner?
Nothing, Lordship.
What was the recommendation? You said meeting was held. What happened in that meeting?
Lordship, issued, Lordship. And
Is there anything in
direct-
writing?
Directed to submit the estimate, Lordship. Accordingly, the petitioner submitted the estimate.
We have doubt whether it will be maintainable in a writ proceeding.
But-
You may have a right, but we do not have the expertise to
Lordship.
make the assessment. Heard, Sri H. Talukdar, learned counsel for the petitioners who were aggrieved by non-payment of compensation for demolition of certain buildings. It is the case of the petitioner that in this connection, a meeting was held in which certain assurances were given to the petitioners. Para? Whether a writ petition would be maintainable to claim compensation, that too, which involves factual determination, is an issue which would arise. Full stop. Para. Be that as it may. Let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Yes, Mr.
I appear on behalf of respondent 1, 4 to 7.
1
4
and
to 7.
4 to 7. Revenue, Hazarika, are you there? G. Hazarika 2. And 3, PWD, S. Sharma. 3 and 8 is also there. Okay. 3 and 8. What about 9? 9, subordinate, J. Handik.
Lord.
J. Handik 9, huh? 9 or
Lordship, 9 only.
extra copies by tomorrow.
Obliged, Lord.
6 weeks, please. 6 weeks. 6 weeks, returnable. 6 weeks, no. Yes. Item 3. Additional affidavit filed.
My lord, we have filed, my lord, perhaps you can record also, sir.
Yes, additional affidavit filed.
My lord.
What is the matter about?
My lord, the matter about is that, my lord, the under the national, my lord, MSD Andrega scheme, my lord, 100 days guarantee had been statutorily created, right, had been provided.
Hmm.
Now, my lord, 13 schemes had already been, my lord, resolved by the Gaon Sabhas, and
Hmm.
it transferred to, my lord, that the administrative approval from the deputy commissioner is required to implement those schemes. But, my lord, till date, without assigning any reason, those schemes are pending at the.
Who are
deputy-
you?
My lord, we are the
Job card holder.
holders. my
Okay,
lord.
we issue notice at this
My lord,
stage.
my lord.
Heard 3 AR Bhuya Learned Council for the petitioners who are aggrieved by non-implementation of various schemes
My lord.
under the MN Rega, huh? In the, which Hailakandi district?
My lord, under the Hailakandi district and Algapur development block. my lord.
Under the Algapur development
Right.
block in the district of Hailakandi. Let notice be issued. Returnable by 6 weeks. Yes, Union of India.
Okay.
Datta. Oh, E Datta, 1. Then Panchayat,
I am appearing, my lord,
who 2,
for 2, 3,
2,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18.
S Datta, huh? Standing Council PNRD. Then who else? Mr. 4. That's all?
Private respondents are there, but
Oh, 4.
pro forma private is there.
Oh, 4. 4 here, 4 J handy. Extra copies by tomorrow. Let steps be taken for
18 to 20.
Service of notice upon respond number 15 to 27.
18 to 26.
No, 19 to 27. 19
Yes,
to
yes.
27. Be taken by registered post to TD. Steps within
Okay.
2 days.
My lord, till our project is approved, my lord, the press may not be taken up. Will come.
And difficult.
Mark.
You should be happy if the schemes are
Yes.
made operative. Why are you objecting?
Mark. We only need 100 days guarantee for. Obliged.
Yes.
My lord.
Take steps by tomorrow.
Yes, my lord.
2 days we have said. Item 4.
Kindly pass over the matter for time being. Here is the text.
K. Mazumdar, caveator. Yes, what is it? Wait for a while, let him come. Who will come? Who is your senior?
Ayuddin,
Ayuddin. Okay, let him come then. Yes, Mr. Chauhan.
Non-registration of FIR. Non-registration of FIR.
Non-registration of FIR?
Yes, page my lord, 18, annexure A, my lord.
Yes, you take instructions. We'll have on Wednesday next. Heard 3 R.S. Chauhan, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, who is aggrieved by non-registration of an Ajahar, which was sought to be lodged on 12/5/2025, para, on the prayer of Sri J. Handik, Learned State Council. A week's time is granted to enable him to obtain instructions. Para, list on Wednesday next for motion. You come up with the instruction that it has been registered.
Lordship. Obliged.
It makes up a cognizable case. The allegations are slightly serious.
May it please your lordship, my lord. My lord, the petitioner is the auction petitioner, my lord. And
Central Bank, anybody is there?
On behalf of Mr. M. Sharma, standing up
Where is he?
his legs for another court order.
Okay, notice can be issued or what? What is your case?
My lord, I'm actually the auction procedure. Lordship may issue notice because my sale letter kindly see at page 23.
Now, what, you are the auction purchaser?
Yes,
meaning-
my lord. Now, initially possession given, then there was litigation before the honorable division bench. The division, there was order not to dispossess the borrower. And pursuant to that, my possession was taken over by the bank. That retable dismiss, and thereafter they also sought for extension of time for approaching the DRT. That was also dismissed, and thereafter they have filed a suit. And my lord has been pleased to reject the plaint because there was a remedy under section 34 of my lord Security Interest 2002 Act. So there is no case is pending at present now. I have made representation before the bank.
Okay,
There
we
should
issue notice at this stage, yeah?
Yes.
We'll issue short notice.
my
It seems she has a case. Heard Sri B.K. Das, learned counsel for the petitioner. Full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that pursuant to an auction sale notice dated 8/4/2014, published in the Assam Tribune, the petitioner had emerged as the successful bidder and was also handed over the property in question. Full stop.
page 23.
However, there were certain litigations which, according to Sri Das, had all has been dismissed, and presently there is no impediment
Yes.
at all.
No case is pending.
No
any
impediment at all. Full stop. In spite of the was handed over. However, due to certain litigation, the property was taken over back by the bank.
Yeah.
Full stop. The said litigations were all disposed of, and it is contended by Sri Das that presently there is no impediment of any kind, in spite of which the property in question has not been handed over to the petitioner. Para, let notice be issued, returnable by 4 weeks. Miss, what is your name?
Yes.
Miss S. Yasmin, learned counsel appearing on instruction of Sri M. Sharma, standing counsel, Central Bank of India, accepts notice on behalf of all the respondents. Let extra copies be served upon her by tomorrow.
Much. Problem. Yeah.
Item 9. K. Sinha, K. Mahanta. Madam, your matter, K. Sinha, yes.
Lord, hearing the petitioner is seeking
Huh?
presumption of the
It is. It is. Oh, it is there. You, Mr. Chakraborty, you were ignored.
It's a non-payment of
You should protest.
Lordship.
Argument under protest. Yes, what is this?
Non-payment of contract, Lordship, let him take instruction, Lordship.
Contract of which year?
Lordship, 2020, Lord. 2020. Yeah.
Okay, doesn't matter, we'll issue notice, okay. Heard Sri B. Chakraborty, learned counsel for the petitioner who has approached this court for non-payment of contractual dues. Where is the admission?
Lordship, the certificate is there, Lordship, for completion certificate, page 12.
The learned counsel has relied upon a work completion certificate dated? No date.
It is not there.
Work
Oh.
order is the 2020 order.
Work completion, which however does not bear any date. Para, let notice be issued. Returnable by 6/6. Sri R. Gogoi, learned standing counsel, PHE. For all the respondents? All the respondents. Extra copies by tomorrow.
Item 9.
Yes, what is this?
Dr. Bearding, the petitioner is seeking a direction to allow him to run his boring water supply unit.
Randi?
Boring water supply unit. He already had all the necessary documents, Lordship. Despite that, without any written notice, his supply unit has been closed twice.
What is the name of your unit?
Boring water supply.
How do you spell supply?
SUPLAY, yes, bit.
Is that spelling, or have you done a mistake, or is it the?
It is probably a mistake while filling the form, the trade license. Lordship.
Oh, that is name is supply.
Yes.
Maybe there is some meaning, supply. Boring may also have another meaning. It's a very boring water supply.
True.
Yes, what is your grievance?
Lordship,
Not been allowed.
Lordship, in the initial
Where is your unit?
Paltan Bazaar.
Is it allowed in Paltan Bazaar?
There are other water supply units around the area, Lordship. And he is the person,
Yeah, the most of the water supply is IT.
Lordship, we have obtained the,
Have a near one that almost all are it.
How do you regulate? What do you have to do?
But there is a act, my lord. But you will find that High Court order itself, my lord.
Okay.
yes,
Heard.
There is a
Okay, okay. Let us, first they should not dismiss. Heard MS N. Begum, learned counsel for the petitioner, who is aggrieved by the action of the respondent authorities in not allowing him to operate the boring water supply unit under the Guwahati Municipal Corporation. The said unit is located at Paltan Bazaar. Para? Let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks, 4 weeks. 3,
all the.
as Bora, learned. Why have you made the mayor a party?
That's the mayor has also been made the part.
What
And
mayor
fact-
party? What role the mayor has? You make the GMC a party already made. Oh, you have not made the GMC a party. Wonderful.
GMC is not a party, as well as the person who is specifically being analyzed, he is not also now.
we have a grievance against the person for
No,
this.
no,
We've
why?
already filed
GMC
an
is not a
FIR.
party.
The state in the state.
For all the respondents. Let extra copies be served upon him by tomorrow. Sri Bora has, however, submitted that apparently the unit was earlier functioning in an illegal manner. Most of that aspect would be examined.
The non-joint
On the-
parties, my lord.
Um,
So one is GMC, other is the person who specifically says that.
He has also raised the objection of misjoinder and non-joinder. Para. The said objections would be considered on the next date. Yes, Mr. Sarania,
May I please, your lordship, first a matter pertains to allotment of land. Lordship,
where?
One Umesh Tiwari, lordship, he was under possession of 9 acres of land, lordship.
Okay.
And then he was a member, he was a shareholder in the Silpotha Agricultural Farming Corporation Limited.
Hmm.
And back in 1969, he was issued a land holding certificate by the Associate Corporation.
Hmm.
Now, Lordship, after his death, petitioner number 1, who is the daughter of the deceased, and petitioner number 2, he is the grandson of the deceased.
Okay.
Lordship, they are in
You are A.
possession-
Sarania. Heard Sri A. Sarania, learned counsel for the petitioners. Full stop. As per the facts projected, the petitioners are landless people belonging to the scheduled tribe within bracket Plains community and residing in the Chirang district. Full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that through the mission Vishmiti portal, online application was made, which has not been considered. Full stop. They have also claimed claim possession over the aforesaid plot of land for a long period of time. And there is a proposal by the Land Advisory Committee. Para. Let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. 3. S.R. Rabha, Learned Standing Council, BTC, accepts notice on behalf of
One-
Respondent 1 and 2. 3 and 4, State Council. 3 and 4, State Council. District Commissioner and Circle Officer?
Lordship,
Circle Officer,
perhaps I can also take
Circle Officer. I think District Commissioner you will be
Lordship.
taking.
3.
Okay. SR Rabha 1, 2, and 4, and SS Roy, State Council for 3. Extra copies by tomorrow.
I have a interim pair also, Lordship.
For
Lordship, till the disposal of this matter, Lordship, they may not be evicted or interfered in the.
is there any apprehension of eviction?
No, Lord.
Then, if there is apprehension, you come and by an IA will consider. Oh,
Reflected.
The GA Assam may be reflected in the cause list.
Like,
Item 11. Yes, madam, what is this?
May I please, Lordship? My lord, in this matter, that land was acquired by the respondent authority in the year 2008, my lord.
Your land was acquired.
Yes, my
Who are responded by it? Who is responded by it?
What is the
Huh? Water resource. Then compensation not paid. What is your case,
Yes.
madam?
the response number 1, my lord, the Secretary of Government of Assam, my lord. Response number 2, the Secretary of Government of Assam, Water Resources Department, my lord. Response number 3, my lord.
No, that
Deputy-
is okay. Your land was acquired.
Yes, my lord.
Compensation not paid over.
So much of my lord paid in at the time of acquired, my lord, in the year 2008, my lord. The respondent fixed the amount 50,000 per become, my lord. But till the date of 2016, my lord, the respondent did not pay any compensation till 2016. My lord. In the year of 2016, the petitioner were filed a petition as a case number 2770 2016. My lord.
Hmm.
After the petition, my lord, the honorable court directed to pay the compensation amount to the respondent petitioner under the appropriate as per according to law, my lord. And after the court order, the Deputy Commissioner Hemaji award fixed under the right to fair compensation transparency in land acquisition, rehabilitation, and resettlement in 2013, my lord. But here we know dispute regarding the land valuation, my lord. But they not determine and award under with procedural law, my lord. They avoid the under section 30 subsection C and section 80, my lord. So here my petition will claim for under section 30 subsection C and section 80, my,
Have you received the amount?
but not receive the total sanction amount. My lord, total
If you
sanction
want,
amount.
if you want enhancement, there is a provision for reference.
Here, my lord, no dispute regarding the land value, my lord. Here the provision of the act, my
Provision is, what change would be in the provision? If your contention is correct, is accepted, what would be the difference?
my lord, they may I read the
No, what would be the difference in interest calculation or what?
interest 12% interest from the date of 25 the possession.
Your
9%.
Sonwal. What is your name? Sonwal.
This one was
Heard Ms. Sonwal, learned counsel for the petitioners who are aggrieved by the amount of compensation paid for land acquisition. Full stop. It is the contention of the petitioners that the correct provision of the right to fair compensation and transparency in land acquisition, rehabilitation, and Resettlement Act 2013 has not been applied. Para. Let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Yes, Mr. Sharma.
I am for 5.
Chief Secretary, I think, J. Hendik, this 1. Commissioner Secretary, what is this? Who is this one? Who is one? Why do you make this kind of parties, Madam Sonal? Which department? You are for Mr. Hendik?
4 and 5, 3 and 4.
Then you have to apply for 1 also. 1, 3 and 5. J. Hendik. Then C. Sharma for 2,
2, 5, and 7.
2, 5, and 7. And who are these? 6. Who is 6? 6.
My lord, permit me to strike out the respondent for
You cannot be permitted like this. You have to file an application, madam. What is this 6? Which department? Nothing has been described. Also 6, okay. Water is a 6. C. Sharma 6 also. Then who else? 8, finance department. Finance B. Gogoi, is he around? B. Gogoi 8 and 9, revenue department. P.R. Mahanta 9. The learned counsel for the respondents have however raised an issue of maintainability by submitting that the act in question has an avenue for raising a reference which has not been done. Para. The said aspect would be considered on the next date. Okay. Give them extra copies by tomorrow. By tomorrow, no? Steps by tomorrow, please. So I can, by 2 days, within 2 days. Item 4, time being.
Where please?
Item 4, there is a caveat, I think. Asana caveat. Caveat or likha ase na? Item 4, caveat dikhchilo na caveat. Caveat has been discharged. Okay, what is this matter?
Here in this case, my lord, the private respondent, he was earlier, the last Panchayat election, prior to that earlier election, he contested the Panchayat election and elected as Anchalik Panchayat member. Subsequently, my lord, he was declared disqualified because of the amendment of law, because he had the third child after the new rule come into effect. So that was there. That order of the Deputy Commissioner, he has initially challenged there was an inquiry. He has challenged the inquiry before this Honorable Court by filing a writ petition. The writ petition was dismissed. Subsequently, the Deputy Commissioner has passed this order disqualifying him.
Yes.
Thereafter, this time, my lord, he contested election as ward member. Again, he elected. We have the present petitioner, along with some other people, filed representation to the Deputy Commission District Magistrate. Because law provides that District Magistrate can declare him. That was not acted upon. Therefore, we have
the embargo which is for Anchalik Panchayat member is also for the ward member. Same.
Yes, ma'am. Your Lordship kindly peruse the
Yes, Mr. Hendrik.
62.
Same embargo is there.
Yes, ma'am. For a time being, your Lordship kindly peruse.
No, if it is there, we'll issue notice.
Lordship
Yes,
will issue-
if it was disqualified. Now, how does the fact change? The facts background would be the same. If you are disqualified on the earlier occasion, that disqualification was finally upheld by the court. Then how do you contest the new
No, my
election?
lord, earlier I was not disqualified before proceeding before the court. The court ultimately went on 111(2) where you can't have more than 2 children.
Yes,
That was the case.
yes.
I was not challenging that particular act. I am saying that I am not covered by this because my wife was already conceived before coming of that amendment. That was my case.
That issue has been adjudicated
No,
earlier.
now that issue is before the Honorable Supreme Court and the Supreme Court, my lord, those bunch of cases were taken up together along with my case. The one case was Jahanara. Exactly the same issue is now pending before the Honorable Supreme Court on the first on.
Okay, we'll issue notice then.
Yes, ma'am.
In that case, my lord, on 20th, they are going to be taken oath, my. So I have the interim prayer, my lord. So he may not be allowed to take oath.
My lord, first of all, I think I was a better, for third time elected, better candidate than his wife.
No, if you are disqualified.
No,
Well,
I'm not disqualified. I'm saying,
No, you may be a best candidate, but if you are having a
no, what I'm
disqualification.
saying, my lord, I'm not disqualified. And what my lord, only consider one
No,
thing.
was your application, while it was scrutinized, was this aspect also taken into consideration?
No, we have filed representation.
What I'm saying before my lord, that question of amendment of 111(2), where you can't have more than 2 children after that, is not covered in my case because my wife
No,
was,
that we have understood.
yes,
No, in a case of this nature, suppose we accept your version that you did not have more than 2 children at the time of the notification. It was
Yes.
conceived before that. Is a case of this nature covered in any judicial precedent?
Yes,
No,
I
but
have an
this is the-
disorder, ma'am.
this honorable court,
Then what was this? This was your defense in the earlier round of litigation also.
Yes.
It was taken care of.
yes.
Yes.
So
No,
if it was answered,
no, what I'm saying, my lord, over there, the matters were, my case was not decided on merit. It was bunch of cases were taken up together. And ultimately it was decided, those cases were mainly that 111 should not be there.
okay,
virus.
but we have to give some kind of interim order. You took oath, but you don't discharge your function.
My,
We will not stay.
My lord, only one thing I would say. My lord, as your lordship is aware, otherwise 129 is there to challenge my election. The writ petitioner nowhere said that his wife was the candidate against me. His wife lost, and because of that, after the election, he has come before this honorable court and even
Now,
filed the
who are,
representation.
Mr. Uddin, who are you? You are not the candidate.
No.
I am a local resident.
Then what?
His wife was the
We
contestant
we
who
have the
lost.
right to get the proper, my lord, representative, my lord. It's the right. ma'am. A disqualified person is going to be allowed to be, already he is declared to be your lordship. For a moment, kindly
No,
peruse
no,
page
why,
33 order.
why didn't your wife come?
My wife has filed representative
No, why?
at the
why-
time of, at the
why
scrutiny
is
of
she
the
not-
nomination.
Why is she not a petitioner?
Some problem is there.
What
I, along-
problem?
local people also representation filed. Your lordship, my, and whatever is submitted, it is
what-
contrary to record.
What prejudice will you suffer? You have vested interest. Let the wife come. What prejudice are you suffering?
My lord, if
No, our
today,
representative is there. What,
if
unless
I-
you
we
show no
are-
prejudice,
my-
it's not at the instance of
right
anybody.
to, we are,
Is it a
I-
public interest litigation?
there are two petitioners before your lordship. We are on that right to be represented by a proper and qualified candidate.
You will raise it in an appropriate proceeding, file a PIL, not by this writ petition. Let a candidate come who has suffered the prejudice. If he is out, what gain will you get? A fresh election again? Let a candidate come.
And
Oh, what prevented your wife from coming?
because husband is coming, other with
Oh.
other people, local peoples are, my lord, local peoples are raising
Yeah.
issues, my lord.
File a PIL. File a PIL. You take instructions.
Then with
Yeah.
liberty, my lord,
Yes, obviously. Heard Sri A.I. Uddin, learned counsel for the petitioners. Also heard Sri J. Hendrik, learned state counsel, whereas Sri J. Abedin, learned counsel has appeared for the respondent number 5, full stop. Though Sri A.I. Uddin, learned counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that the issue was already decided in an earlier round of litigation, comma, this court has noticed that there would be a question of locus to maintain the present petition as the petitioners before this court were not the candidates in the election for the ward in question. Full stop. Para. At this stage, the learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he may be allowed to withdraw this petition with a liberty to approach through the proper person. Para. The aforesaid prayer is not objected to by the learned counsel for the respondents. Para. Are you objecting? Not objecting.
my friend is fair enough.
Writ petition is accordingly dismissed on withdrawal with liberty as paid for.
I am obliged.
Deplore.
Why do you spend your time, Mr. Uddin? First, you have a case we think you should have come.
We are on the idea that we are being Buddha. It is the statutory right, my lord, to be represented by a proper candidate.
It seems that you would be the ward member. Your wife is just the namesake.
That is happened, my.
Oh, you're admitting.
Since 92, my lord.
Since 92.
1940. Act is coming to force, my lord, that is happening.
At least better candidate than required.
Yes, next.
I am applying.
Arjun 12. Yes.
May it please the lordship. If here the impugned order is at the last page.
Hmm.
page
What
83,
what is your grievance,
chapter
Mr.
21.
Sharma?
Lordship, I was given off license of court,
Huh?
off license.
Off license.
Yes,
You
sir.
were given off license
Yes,
then?
sir. So I regularly paid the dues, but what happened on the nectar 13, page 69.
Hmm.
By this letter, the superintendent of excise asked me to vacate my top room within 90 days.
Hmm.
Reason is that the owner of the room, I am the rented room, owner of the room approached the superintendent of excise on some ground that I may be vacated. the-
Hmm. Now, what is your prayer now?
My prayer is that page 21, whereby I have been asked to get the room within 30 days. That may be. So
That
I am
is by
regularly
whom? That page 21 is issued by whom?
issued by the superintendent of excise Dorong.
21,
Yes, sir. Annexment 21, page 80,
page
80,
page 80,
83.
83. This room belongs to whom?
Once Saidul Islam.
Saidul Aziz,
Saidul Islam.
rent agreement with
I'm-
Saidul Aziz.
I am regularly paying rent. I have
Yes.
annexed the rent schedule.
Yes.
Up to that rent. He's receiving.
Now,
Now
what
the-
business do you have in shifting? You can stop his functioning.
Yes, because as per
You
Rule
stop his
290
functioning, you cannot ask him to vacate.
we
belongs
are
to
asking
somebody
to
else.
shift. Since there's no rent agreement been renewed by this Saidul Islam, the owner of the place, the lordship, at Rule 294A, the Assam Excise Rule clearly says that shifting that he is asked to vacate and shift to some other place.
No, what business do you have to direct him to shift?
Because the rent agreement
So
has been not renewed.
you close the shop, you close the business.
Because of the-
Don't ask. You cannot ask him to vacate. It is between him and the landlord. If the landlord does not like him, he will file a suit for ejectment.
ask him to stop, stop.
On that you can take, but you cannot direct him to vacate. But your grievance will still be there. You won't be able
What-
to run your business.
I, ultimately, the annexer 20, I requested them to give me some time
When
so
he's
that,
accept-
so that I can shift. This page
Have
81.
you found any another location?
Lordship, I still search for it. I am regularly paying the landlord is
No,
accepting the
that
rent.
is for the landlord. That we cannot say anything.
Yes.
That is your contention. Whether there are any default or any other problem, we do not know.
Lordship,
But this is not going to help you.
First note, 15th November 2024, whereby 90 days.
Third Sri R. Sharma Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that he was duly granted an off license to run an IMFL shop in the premises of one
Saidul Aziz.
Saidul Aziz. Full stop. However, it appears that due to some dispute with the landlord, he had issued a letter to the excise department stating that he would not renew the agreement. And on the strength of such letter, the impugned communication dated 29/5/2025 has been issued by the Superintendent of Excise, Dorong, directing the petitioner to vacate the premises. Full stop. Para. Let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Sri R. Gogoi Learned Standing Council, Excise Department X. Accepts notice on behalf of respondent 1 and 2. 1, 2, 4.
1, 2, and 4.
4. 3 Deputy District Commissioner J. Hendik. Extra copies by tomorrow. 5 registered post with AD. Steps by tomorrow. 3 Sharma prays for an interim order. Para. Upon examining the impugned order, this court is of the view that while the department would have the would be within its jurisdiction to take appropriate action with regard to the operation of the license, comma, the department would not have the jurisdiction to direct the petitioner to vacate the premises, which is a private arrangement between the petitioner and the respond number five. Para. In view of the above, comma, the impugned order dated 29/5/2025 shall remain stayed till the returnable date. Para pendency shall not be a bar for the parties to come to a settlement in the event the petitioner come to a settlement. You look for another premise or you GS sum be reflected in the cause list. Hmm? We have already said.
Obliged.
41.
My lord, here in this case, my lord, we have got, my lord, a affidavit in opposition. Yesterday, my lord, at about 4 p.m. My lord, may I pay, my lord, a little time may be given for filing counter affidavit in this
What is this matter?
matter, my lord, relates to, my lord, eviction.
Eviction, where?
My lord, a notice was served to us, and that this was, in fact, my lord,
Vigilant,
yes,
Jagzit, or what was it? Jagpit?
admittedly, my lord.
Jagzit. Jagzit.
My lord,
Jagpal or what? Not Jagzit Singh.
only thing, my lord, a lordship kindly consider.
Jagpal Singh. Jog is there. That will be enough.
But it is time, there is, my lord, the question of suppression has been mentioned in the affidavit in opposition. my lord.
They'll take back the this thing, allegation, but it will be dismissed.
Little time may be given, my lord.
But is there an interim order?
My lord, interim order.
What interim
My
order?
lord, in fact, my lord, there is another writ petition, my lord, that has been pending before this honorable court.
If
and
it
in-
is Vijay land, you are not entitled to interim order.
My lord,
The Honorable Supreme Court has been very, very
my lord,
categorical,
I'm
and it has been reiterated. Vijay land,
aware.
absolutely.
I am aware.
Then
My lord, only thing, my lord,
you filed a counter, but we are going to vacate the interim order.
little time may be given.
No, it was even, in fact, last occasion, it was not even extended.
My lord,
13/6.
My lord, on that
Yes.
day, my lord, my.
Yeah, I appeared on that day and
active-
I got the instruction. We filed a not time. And it is the open and shut case, it is a feature and which they cannot also dispute.
Yes.
My lord,
Heard-
only thing, my lord, little time may be given, my
You
lord.
will file it. Heard Sri A. Manna of Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Sri D. Sekya, Learned Advocate General for the state, who has submitted that the affidavit in opposition by the respondent numbers 3 and 4 has been filed on 17/6/2025. Full stop. He has submitted that the petitioners are encroachers and the land in question is Vigier land. Full stop. Sri Manaf, the Learned Counsel for the petitioner, prays for some time to file counter affidavit. Para. This court is, however, of the opinion that though time would be allowed to file counter affidavit in view of the clear stand of the state that the land in question is Vigier land, comma, the interim order passed on 19/6/2025 cannot be 9/6/2025 cannot be extended. Full stop. In any case, such interim order was passed till the next date, which was on 13/6/2025, and the same was not extended. Para. This court is also reminded of the reiteration of the principle of the law by the Honorable Supreme Court, which was done first in the case of Jagpal Singh versus State of Punjab, reported in 2003.
2011.
Please give that.
2011 SC page Supreme Court 390.
2011
Jagpal
11
Singh.
SCC 393. Para.
390.
Para. List accordingly after 3 weeks to enable filing of rejoinder affidavit.
My lord, in the meantime, my lord, protection, my My lord, we are in the possession since 1990. My lord, on that day, in the earlier occasion, on that day, my lord, Advocate General, my lord, he issued, my lord, worship neither would not be taken pursuant to the, my lord, impugn. My lord, that time, my lord, interim order was not.
VGR land cannot.
Let
You'll
them
be
apply,
you'll be
Lordship.
lucky if these 3 weeks they do not take up on it. But if you can come up with some material that it is
My
not
lord,
VGR land.
it may be listed on next week, my lord. We will file little, my lord. Till then, my lord.
Are you disputing that it is VGR? It is not VGR land?
No.
Not then? Where is the case?
Let them apply, Lordship, if they are entitled, really landless people, and if they fulfill the
Pendency.
criteria.
Pendency shall not be a bar for the petitioners. Why should you like that? Come up with a prayer, then we'll see.
My
Okay.
lord, on
next.
the other hand, my lord, may I?
If you want to make the period less, we can make it by 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Can
May-
you file?
I will file my
2
lord within
weeks.
2 weeks. My lord, may I pay on the other hand, may I pay? A little time may be given, my lord. They will, my lord, leave the test.
You make
15 days, my lord.
application?
15 days time may be given.
Okay.
My lord, after
At this
15
stage,
days,
Sri Manna of the Learned Council submits that some time may be granted to enable the petitioners to vacate the premises.
my lord.
The petitioners in this regard may submit application before the appropriate authority, which may be considered in accordance with law.
My lord,
Give them some time.
during,
difficult,
my
my
lord,
lord.
during this period, my lord, worship visa cannot be taken. My lord, since we have,
That will be again indirectly that way interim order.
no, my lord, we are living.
This will be enough. You file application, they will consider. Okay, next.
I love that.
Are you continuing with the writ petition or it should be dismissed now?
My lord, problem is that another petition is pending in this.
Okay,
subject
well,
matter.
let it.
My lord, that may be taken, my
In
lord.
Goalpara, Lordship, there was no Toyota, we have completed the application. That was again in a bill. That is also a part of it.
Okay, next.
42.
Oblige.
Yes, 42. Yes, 42.
I take that to cancellation of GST registration, my lord. Coordinate benches passed order, my lord, destroying the GST ladder.
Yes, sir.
I'm relying upon that. If I am agree with the for the past the coordinate, but Lord, one thing may be kindly noted, page 19.
19.
Sure.
Yes.
He has obtained a certificate in 2024-25. The element he was supplying in 2023.
July 2020. It is currently undergoing. What is your ailment?
Anxiety disorder.
Anxiety. Oh my God. Very serious ailment.
Statement in the not filing appeal that he was suffering from anxiety. So he could not.
What medicines have been prescribed? Let us also know.
Discussion right now, I don't have my.
Let us also know the medicines we can also undertake.
After 2 years, not city of the
You are still under anxiety.
Well-
Maybe after filing of the case.
This was often was in March, my case is recently.
You should ask your doctor to give some better, name some better ailment, some serious kind of anxiety disorder. Okay. This can be disposed of. You make the corrections then. Okay.
I'll-
But, your Mishra,
My lord.
R.S. Mishra, Aru, S.C. Kyle. You appear as what, Mr. Kyle? Standing Counsel,
Senior Standing
CGST.
Senior standing.
Senior Standing Counsel, CGST. Please make the correction in this.
Sure.
But please check it.
Sure.
Otherwise, we find a lot of mistakes later on.
Sure.
Both of you, and give it to a court master,
My-
disposed of, huh?
My.
What is 43?
And here my purpose was good. Petition order was passed. Against order, petitioner preferred an appeal.
Hmm.
While passing the order, my lord, there was some mistake. There was they issued a corrigendum also.
Hmm.
What department does, my lord? They issued 2 years 07, my lord. It's a form, my lord. It's issued in the portal, and the liabilities are created in the portal, my lord.
Therefore, petitioner prepared two separate appeal, my lord,
Hmm.
against two DRC 07,
Hmm.
my lord. First appeal was allowed, my lord.
You did not make the pre-deposit.
It is not required, my lord. That is why I'm coming.
Yes, Mr. Kyle.
If it is rejected. Lordship may kindly.
Okay, we'll issue notice then.
Lordship may say kindly second.
We'll issue notice then.
Yes,
If Mr. Kyle was conceding, then we could have perhaps heard Sri R. Ash Misra, learned counsel for the petitioner who is aggrieved by an order dated 4/5/2024,
5 to 2020 is both,
4/5,
my lord.
4/5/2024, passed by the appellate authority, whereby the appeal of the petitioner was rejected on the ground that no pre-deposit was made, full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that such pre-deposit is not mandated by the law holding the field. Para. Let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Sri S.C. Kyle, Learned Senior Standing Counsel, CGST. For all,
Also,
except notice for, on behalf of all the respondents, that extra copy be served upon him by tomorrow.
until then, there's no coercive action. Till then. Amount is more 8,000 rupees, my lord.
Okay, return, don't say, huh? It's returnable on, we give a date if it's if we're giving an interim order. Today is what? Adhikman, 2018. Returnable on 23rd of July. That's the last of you. Sri Mishra prays for an interim order, Para, considering the facts and circumstances. It is directed that till the next returnable date, no coercive action be taken against the petitioner.
The order date will be 5 to 25.
Hmm.
Order date will be 5 to 25.
Not 5/4.
There are two orders, my lord.
Hmm.
5 is the appellate order, my lord.
Oh, no, 4/5 is the appellate order.
My appellate order is my 5 to 25, page 84, my lord.
What is then 4/5?
It is my DRC 07. It's a form, my lord, whereby liability was generated, my lord. We are challenging both. Appeal was dismissed by
Rejected, dismissed on dated 5,
5 to 25, my lord. Page
5,
84.
5,
3 to 25.
5/3/2025.
Fine.
Date to bhul ligisilu, huh? 5, you're correct.
Deeply obliging.
Implement. Mr. Roy, implement.
That, Lordship, I am not present. I may be allowed to draw IA, and only I.
Okay. Sri SP Roy.
So in that situation, Lordship, what we still to stop, Lord. We have not taken any action against the owner. In the writ petition, it is the owner. That is why I'm
Okay, he wants to withdraw this IA.
Sure.
We'll have the writ petition listed. Sri SP Sharma, learned counsel for the applicant, writ petitioner, has submitted that he has instructions not to press this IA. But also heard Sri P. Nayak, learned counsel appearing for the GMC. Para, IA accordingly is dismissed as not pressed.
It may be fixed for admission after.
The writ petition, in the writ petition, you write, the IA 1459/2025 filed for implement has been dismissed as it was not pressed. Full stop. Para, list the writ petition for admission immediately after the vacation, summer vacations.
Obliged.
Item 14.
May I please tell us? First time, pass over the first time.
Yes, Madam Bora,
I said this, wait,
you have filed. What was the case? Something was mentioned in the morning.
Yes, my senior.
Okay, the compensation for deaths.
Yes,
How do you assess the compensation?
your wife died due to
Now that we know, but how does the writ court make an assessment of compensation? It cannot be done on headwise. At best, it can be a lump sum compensation. But you have to first establish the negligence. She died in a government hospital. She had died in a government hospital.
look,
She died in a government hospital or
Yes, sir.
where? Which hospital, madam?
Bongaigaon, Bongaigaon,
Vidyapur,
Bongaigaon, Bongaigaon.
Vidyapur Community Health Center.
Bongaigaon Civil Hospital.
but how do you prove the negligence in a writ proceeding? What have you stated in your affidavit, madam? What have you stated in your affidavit?
Affidavit method, paragraph,
Affidavit filed by whom?
Right.
Mission director.
number
Have you admitted of any negligence?
59.
And then if the negligence has not been admitted, then how do you may be entitled to compensation, but we cannot determine the compensation. First, you have to establish the negligence. You had approached the consumer court or not?
No.
We have other remedies. Consumer court is there, civil courts are there. Let her come. Okay. Madam Bora, stay for a while. Let Madam Ghosh come. Yes, next. 15.
Lordship,
Yes.
Lordship, as per the last order, Lordship, we have to submit the particulars for verification. Lordship, this process is going on because number
Particulars
of
of the-
persons are more. Some more time is required.
Particulars of what?
Allotment of land.
Yes.
The process is going on. Some more time is required, Lordship.
Clear for the terminate.
Let the matter come after vacation, Lordship.
17 matter.
No, Lordship, the process, as per last order, Lordship, I can peruse the last order. 1/5/25
It's not directed the company.
to approach particular.
That's not.
Okay. Heard Sri B. Chakraborty, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Sri B. J. Talukdar, learned additional senior advocate, as well as Sri S. Datta, learned counsel for the Silchar Municipal Board. Tara? Sri Chakraborty, the learned counsel, comma, by referring to the order dated 1/5/2025 of this court, has submitted that the process is on to submit the particulars and some more time would be required. Para? He accordingly prays for and is granted time for submission of such particulars. Para? Please, after the summer vacation.
Similar repeat pending report is honorable court below. Subdivision number 2662. Take the matter along with that.
What is the matter about?
About my lord, compensation, my lord.
For?
Electric towers, my lord, tower line, my lord. But thereafter, my lord, approach before the jurisdictional district judge, my lord, in district judge, my lord, detected my claim. And I
Okay. District judge was exercising what jurisdiction?
under the Telegraph Act
Telegraph Act. 16,
16.
10 and 16.
Right.
Okay.
The matter hearing immediately after, along with that, similar matter.
How much is the compensation granted?
Compensation granted, my lord, three lakh 16,600 and another, my lord, for Zirat, 1,39,300.
And what is this line? Line of whom? APDCL?
My lord, Power Grid Corporation.
Power Grid Corporation. Who is for the Power Grid?
So, Subsequently, my lord, the notification was published regarding enhancement.
But why a writ petition? See, that district judge is the appropriate authority under section 16, 10 and 16 of the Telegraph Act. If you are aggrieved by the adequacy of the compensation, or if there is any issue of apportionment, you can approach the district judge. Now, after that determination, how do you exercise writ jurisdiction?
Or because my lord, no available.
Why not 227 is available to you? This is the jurisdiction of superintendence. It's by the district judge, maybe exercising powers under the Telegraph Act. But where is Power Grid?
Sir, after summary.
No, name shown.
None, my
Who is
lord.
appearing?
None, my lord.
Who is appearing? Amjad Ahmed.
And my lord.
No, Amjad Ahmed. AM Datta.
Right.
Where is Anup Renal Datta? Those three, K.R. Padgiri, learned counsel for the petitioner is present. None is present for the respondent Power Grid. Para? In the interest of justice, matter is adjourned to be listed immediately after the summer vacation.
Along with my lord, WPC number
Along with
268,
WPC
2682/2020.
2682 of 2020, 2020,
Right.
which is said to be similar. 2682.
My lord,
Okay. WPC.
WPC 20.
Okay, next.
Oblige.
It's the council has not done it. Article.
None appears for the petitioner on call, whereas 3A Ganguly, Senate Council is present for the response number.
P.
Bank.
Yes.
PNB.
Hello, actually, there is United Bank of India. We have specifically pointed out, they are also aware. There is no United Bank of India.
Amalgamated PNB.
1/4/2020, we have specifically pointed out, but
Learned Council for Learned Council for the response number 3, who submits that in spite of repeated reminders, the appropriate party, namely the Punjab National Bank, has not been made a respondent. Full stop. He has informed that in the year 2020 itself, the erstwhile United Bank of India had amalgamated with the Punjab National Bank. Para? On the last occasion, it is 28/5/2025, the Learned Counsel for the petitioner, who were appearing earlier, had informed about their withdrawal from the case. Para? And para no. The matter was accordingly directed to be listed after 2 weeks. Full stop. As mentioned above, there is no representation even today. Para? In the interest of justice, matter is adjourned by a week. And if there full stop. If there is further non-representation, this court would pass appropriate orders. Next week we have said. Today is what? Oh, next week it will be difficult.
Immediately after.
What is it? Don't say next week, huh? On no, it can be done. What difficult?
perhaps on 18th or 18th,
No, 25th.
20.
25th, next week. 20. Yes. Mr. SP Chaudhary,
I have not noticed the matter because
huh? No interest.
the principal of the board has taken a suggestion that the vendors will be given accommodation in the new department. That
But last occasion he was there. That was on 25/10/2024. None appears for the petitioner. How many petitioners? One or more. Petitioners on call. Whereas Sri Edhar Learned Council is present. No. Whereas whereas the respondents are represented by Sri B.J. Talukdar, Learned Additional Senior Law Advocate, and Sri Edhar, Learned Council for respondent number 5. Tara? You are also there, madam. G. Hazarika, Revenue Department, Standing Council Revenue. Sri Dhar, the Learned Council, has also informed that in the meantime, a resolution has been adopted to accommodate the vendors, including the petitioners, in the ground floor and first floor of the multi-storied building. And in fact, this submission was also recorded on the last date, that is i.e. 25/10/2024. Para. Be that as it may. And in the interest of justice, the matter is adjourned to give a further opportunity. Para. List on 25th. If they are not there, we'll pass on this. We'll close this. 25th. Next Wednesday. 22. Yes. Hmm?
We have did some effect. That what is affected. It's that. During 30 letters and 3 letters, first floor and second, very clear. The complete the post pick, the final doc. I don't only then some there are some yes. So one part. But that was yes. And this the different. However, now it has come to always that the second row 3 letters of which the competition was also paid. We don't work. We have already contracted the road. We have not touched the.
Okay. Yes. What do you say?
But if that is so, that will be recorded.
Now he has got written instructions.
Aye.
On the basis of written instructions, he is submitting.
Yes, but the subject will be recorded. Because we say that is the draft word and they say that is the final word. So already.
Yes, land value is not required because the building will not be affected. And the other part, the compensation are already been assessed and paid to you. We close this then.
Yes, but as it subject recorded.
We'll record the submission. Your name?
Sir, I am appearing on behalf of MS South.
What is your name?
TL South.
Huh?
TL South.
PL.
TL.
TL. Okay. Heard Sri T.L. Chaudhary, Learned Council, appearing on instruction of Sri M.H. Chaudhary, Senior Counsel,
Yes, sir.
for the petitioner. Also heard Sri B.J. Talukdar, Learned Additional Senior Advocate, Assam. Para? Considering the subject matter, comma, the written instructions obtained by the learned state council and as agreed to by the party, learned council for the parties, this writ petition is taken up for disposal at the admission stage. Full stop. In any case, this petition is of the year, is pending since the year 2022. Para, please have your seat. As per the facts projected, comma, sixteen lectures of the land of the petitioner under PP 139, DAG number 232 of village Misa under Samaguri within bracket K circle was acquired for four laning of the NH 37. In the first assessment, the value of the land as well as the RCC building was ascertained, and according to the petitioner, the building was valued at approximately 15 lakh. Full stop. Certain objections were raised with regard to such valuation, and accordingly, the earlier assessment was cancelled. The petitioner's grievance is with regard to payment of a fair compensation for the RCC building. Para. Sri B.J. Talukdar, learned additional senior advocate Assam, has however submitted that written instructions have been received. Written instructions dated 10/6/2025 has been received, as per which the building in question would not come within the ambit of the acquisition, and it is only the land which has been acquired, for which compensation has already been paid. Para. The said written instruction which has been placed on record is also inclusive of a communication dated 6/6/2025 issued by the circle officer to the ADC Nagaon. Para. On perusal of the same, comma, this court is of the opinion that the grievance raised in this petition would no longer be existing in view of the clear instructions, in view of the existing. Full stop. Accordingly, the writ petition is closed. Para. Copy of the written instructions dated 10/6/2025 and along with the enclosures are made part of the records.
Helen.
You're filing a petition reply. Going to file.
And when today they want to file some reply affidavit.
It's being filed. There is an answer aspect of that they have paid it. There is an expense of full settlement. Can it be sent for mediation purpose?
Lord, it is with the insurance company, not with state bank. One more doing.
Who is for the insurance? Which insurance company? SBI Life. Okay. Who is now appearing for SBI Life? Anybody is appearing?
Basically, this first time.
Mr. Sayula? for SBI Life?
But,
You are for the,
for State Bank of India.
you are also for State Bank, you are for, okay. For the life insurance sector also, okay. And then how do you have the mediation? We don't, well, rather we would encourage you to go for mediation, but direction to whom if they are not available? You file your affidavit.
Already filed.
In the meantime, we'll get it listed and ask Mr. Borgohain, you direct your clients. Okay?
Otherwise,
Heard.
my lord, otherwise this petition is not maintainable. There is no PPT of contract, no insurance policy was issued, as far as I have got such from State Bank. So.
What is what is the basis of their claim that there was an insurance policy?
Yeah, but in fact, the money was returned to them, there was no policy issued. So ultimately, there is no PPT of contract, as far as the life insurance.
There was no concluded
No,
contract.
absolutely. That is, there is admission, Annexure 5.
If there is no consideration, consideration has been returned, where is the contract?
But we have,
Let him file the
But
affidavit.
we
Let him.
file have,
Oh,
submitted
okay.
some.
Heard. 3 R. Fukan. As for the learned counsel for the petitioner, as well as 3 A.K. Sahewala, learned
One to it.
counsel for the respondent bank, and 3 H. Buragohain, learned counsel for the respondent number 4. No, we'll record. Sri Buragohain, however, clarifies that though he was earlier appearing for the respondent number 4, the brief has been returned. Full stop. Tara, Sri Sahewala, the learned counsel, has also raised an issue of maintainability of the writ petition by contending that there was no privity of contract, as no premium was received by the respondent number 4 as per instructions. Para. Be that as it may, Sri Fukan, the learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that the rejoinder affidavit would be filed during the course of the day. Para. And Parana, he has also submitted that there is a possibility of having the matter amicably settled if it is sent for mediation. Full stop. Para. Since the contesting respondent number 4 is presently not before this court, comma, the said prayer is deferred for consideration after each appearance. Full stop. List. We'll have it immediately after the vacation. List when? You want a date, Mr. Sayola?
My lord.
List
17th.
on 17th of July, along with the affidavit. Full stop. Sri Buragohain, the learned counsel, undertakes to inform the respondent number 4 regarding the development and for engaging a counsel to represent itself.
Great. Offline.
Item 24.
For the last order, my lord, we are required to file an additional affidavit. But I have prepared the additional affidavit, but the petitioner number, all the petitioners are out of the initial petitioner. Tomorrow they
What
will
is the
arrive.
matter?
Regarding the construction of commercial complex in a land, my lord, where the allotted for child development center.
Mr. Vathakar for?
I am for the private respondent, Lordship, with whose name land was allotted. Your Lordship may kindly come to.
And Madam Chaudhary for? 8 is?
Yep. And or the product,
Your Lordship,
Why have we made 8 a party respondent?
Total party must be very. Actually, first of all, the order has been at the time for colleague, my lord. On that last order, last that I have directed to file an additional affidavit to verify that why we took, why we told us that it was also tagged today, my lord. So affidavit is ready, my lord. But
Okay, let him file the affidavit.
my lord, on Monday we will file.
No, let him file the affidavit, we'll see, let it.
My lord.
Otherwise.
Yes, we
Madam, we don't want to come to the court again. Please come.
Some development occurred.
One more day.
Therefore,
Three MAI Hussain Learned Counsel for the petitioners submits that the additional affidavit which was required to be filed would be done shortly,
on Monday, we'll file.
shortly. And he accordingly prays for some time. Also heard Sri
I'm for 9 and 10.
SS Roy, Learned State Council, Sri S. Bhattakur, Learned Council for the respondent was the 9 and 10, 9 and 10, R.S. Chaudhary, Miss R.S. Chaudhary, Learned Council for respondent by 8 and 9 and 10. Huh? Miss Chaudhary, the Learned Council has also raised an issue of non-joinder, mid-joinder of parties as respondent number 8 is not at all connected, would not at all be connected with the decision-making process or the list or the present list. Be that as it may, let the additional affidavit be filed for which a week's time is granted. Let this matter be listed on 16th of July.
Lord,
Let this matter be listed. And Boda, standing council, PNRD. Or list after the vacation, Tapsut Kumbha, list on area, 16th. Okay. Mr. Pathak.
My lord, the IA has come up. It's for addition of a party, Ministry of Health Safety. In view of the stand taken by the state in the affidavit that unless the budgetary.
You are addressing the IA.
My lord.
IA for
IA is for addition of a party respondent, my lord. The Ministry of
implement. Implement
Implement
of whom?
of Ministry of Jal Shakti,
Earlier, I think this kind of matters were there.
my lord.
Matters are fixed.
Now we'll allow this first.
Yeah.
Okay. Heard Sri B. Pathak, Learned Counsel for the applicant writ petitioner who by means of this application has prayed for implement of the Ministry of Jal Shakti as party respondent number 7. Also heard Miss K. Jain, D. Jain, Learned Counsel appearing on instruction of Sri R. M. Das.
Yes.
Learned Standing Counsel, Water Resource Department, who does not object to the same. Full stop. She has also informed that similar matters are fixed on 23rd of June. But you need to take steps. CGC, will they appear? I think they'll
My lord, he
appear.
will have.
Any CGC in the court? In view of the above?
Well,
Consider. Is she around? No, is she there in the court today? No, no. If she is in the court, we don't mind recording, but if she is not in the court, we'll not record. Okay, considering the facts and circumstances, the instant IA is allowed and the above named respondent, above named party is added as respondent number 7. The petition, the Learned Counsel for the petitioner is accordingly required to file amended memo of parties within a week. In the writ petition review, right? By an order passed today. ISO in ISO 1575/2025, the following party has been added as respondent number 7. Naam likhiba, ha? Total people taken copy kori. Sri SS Roy, Learned CGC would accept notice on behalf of the said respondent number 7, newly implemented respondent number 7. Para. Ms. Jain, Learned Counsel, appearing for the Water Resource Department, has submitted that similar matters are fixed on 23rd of June.
Yes.
Para. List accordingly on 23rd of June. And in the meantime, amended memo of parties be filed by the learned counsel for the learned counsel for the petition. Do you have a number, madam?
Your Lordship. 187
One of them being WPC 1872
Yes.
of
of
Princely. Yes, Mr. Count.
Lord, in this case, my lord, as regards the first prayer, my lord, that the period is already over. So I'm not claiming anything as regards the first prayer. As regards the second prayer, as regards refund, I have to seek instructions from my client. I pray, my lord, this matter may come up after the.
What is the matter about?
Matter, my lord, is that I was allowed to operate one market under the Karimganj Municipal Board. I have to collect the toll from the shopkeepers. But there was this severe problem created by the shopkeepers due to which I couldn't operate the state market and the RRMM market.
Yes, what do you say, Mr. Dhar?
I'm appearing for 4 and 5.
Who are 4 and 5?
The principal,
Karimganj
Karimganj.
and Mr. What do you say?
My lord, regarding the refund of the money, the question of disputed question of tax are there. So they're saying that since you have not collected the money and you have given the work for collection of toll, you have could not collect, that's not our concern. So it's all disputed question.
But he prays for some time.
Well,
On the prayer of Sri S. Count, learned counsel for the petitioner, matter is adjourned to be listed after the summer vacation to enable him to obtain instructions. Para. Sri S. S. Roy, learned state counsel, and Sri A. Dhar, learned counsel for the Karimganj Municipal Board are present. Item 27.
May appeal law. Lordship, I will file affidavit in reply against the affidavit in opposition filed by the respondent of court law.
Who is for R4? R4 is, you are R4? 19.3, okay. We grant some time.
Good.
On the prayer made by the learned counsel for the petitioner, matter is adjourned by 4 weeks to enable filing of rejoinder affidavit against the counter affidavit filed by the respondent of 4. Full stop. 3. S.S. Roy, learned state counsel, as well as Sri C. Sharma, learned counsel for the water resource department are present. Madam, you are also there. Revenue. Revenue. Ji Hazarika. Inter. Semicolon DD.
Interim may be continued.
Interim order is there. Okay. Interim order passed earlier to continue. No, it is still further orders. Don't worry. No need of extension. You note this order 2/4/2025, last order. It is still further orders. Item 28.
May I please, Your Lordship? The similar suit has already been decided by the court. I have also submitted to judge.
What is the order?
Order the petitioner intend to build a residential building, and TMC asked for 2% forest royal. The total project.
Matters have been decided.
Yes.
There were interim orders in.
The order is not-
Okay.
if the-
The original case by Dr. Saraf, I think that was the first case. What had happened there? Huh? No, you, madam, you look, go through one of these orders, make the corrections, give it to the court. If you are agreeing, then we'll dispose this off. What is your name?
My lord, the matter already been decided.
Then we are disposing this off in the lines. You
Yes.
make the correction in one of this. What is your name?
A.K. Hannan, my.
A.K. Hannan, petitioner. Forest, M. Kulita, Forest, GMC, H. Barwa, and S.S. Roy, government advocate. Please make a correction in either one of those, okay? Both of you, and give it to our court master, disposed of.
Like,
Mr. Hannan, go make the corrections. You can go ready. And show it to the learned counsel for the respondents, both Madam Borua and Kolita.
Lordship, this rate petition was filed as the petitioner's savings account, SBI savings account was stopped by them. And on the last occasion, that is 28/3/2024, the learned counsel for SBI informed that the account has already been restored, opened. But Lordship, the matter was that the petitioner's wife was supposed, she was serving as a grade 4 employee and she died during her service, and the pension amount has not been deposited in the account of the petitioner. So on the last occasion, this honorable court was kind enough to keep the matter pending till the time the pension is being deposited in the bank account of the petitioner, so that they cannot withdraw the amount, as the petitioner's wife all had taken one loan.
But this account is of the wife,
No, account is of the petitioner.
petitioner, okay.
So the petitioner is apprehending that the
What is the development now?
Lordship,
What is the development?
we have already filed a writ petition which was disposed of by this honorable court, and as the direction was not being followed, we have already filed one contempt petition which is pending.
Who is appearing for SBI? Mr. S. Datta? Where is Mr. Siddhant Datta? He was here, name shown or not?
No,
Mr.
no,
Borua?
his name is not being.
Okay. Those three, A. Borua, learned counsel for the petitioner is present. This court has noticed that the names of the learned counsel for the respondent bank have not been reflected in the cause list. Para? Earlier orders show that Sri S. Dutta, learned counsel, had appeared for the SBI, respondent SBI. Para? Let this matter be listed on Monday next by reflecting the name of Sri S. Dutta.
Lordship, take it after vacation.
After vacation, list this case after the summer vacation, Monday next summer vacation,
Hello.
by reflecting, huh? You also inform Mr. Dutta.
Item 30.
Zero.
Regarding the illegal construction of 104th floor.
Yes, there are the compensate for DMC.
Okay, you file affidavit.
The only thing is that they have already completed the 104th floor.
Okay,
So,
well,
Lordship,
who's for a private respondent?
the private respondents are
Okay.
also there.
Have you filed affidavit? You also file affidavit. Okay. I will grant you time. Heard 3A, third learned counsel for the petitioner, who submits that till now, except the respondent number 2, the other respondents have not filed any affidavit in opposition. Who is 2?
2 is GMC, the GMDA. GMDA has filed.
Miss, your Rajkumari, J. Rajkumari, learned counsel appeared on instruction of 3 S. Bora, standing counsel, GMDA.
And PMC.
No,
For both.
GMDA and GMC. As well as Miss. Give the name, please. Learned counsel for the respondent number 4,
3-4.
3, 4, 5. Pray for. And are granted 3 weeks time to file affidavit. List after 3 weeks.
I paid for a date, but that's already.
Okay,
have-
tell us, list on 21st of, 3 weeks time, list after the vacation, 3 weeks time. Pray for 3 weeks time to file affidavit, list after the vacation on 21st. Not 21st, yes, 21st, 21/7.
Obliged. Item 44 for the list.
JC Gore. None appears for the petitioner on call. Whereas Guwahati Municipal Corporation, J. Rajkumari. Whereas Ms. J. Raskumari, learned counsel, is present for the Guwahati Municipal Corporation, para. On the last occasion, the learned counsel for the petitioner had submitted that the brief was taken away from him, para. In the interest of justice, matter is adjourned to be listed on Monday next to give a further opportunity, para. It is however made clear that in the event there is further non-representation, this court would pass appropriate orders. Better line likhiba. Even on the earlier date, that is 4/4/2025, there was no representation on behalf of the petitioner. 26 or agora date to turn, Fireable. Next. Timing go to Asile.
Okay.
Underside kun Asile. Ah, yes. Madam Bora. He does kun Asile.
That Ankita Das.
They were around.
Sorry, Dr. I was at,
No, no.
court.
Duta was not even. Duta was unlisted as an item. You come at 2 o'clock. Or you after the, if they are here before rising of this, before the first stuff. Which-
Again, if you, after vacation, soon after vacation, if Lordship fixes,
No,
I
no,
will try to satisfy Lordship on that count.
no, no,
My learned friend had said,
let them come. Let them come.
then I'll try to satisfy Lordship on that point.
Yes, next.
1343.
None appears for the petitioner on call. No, don't say. Sri M.R. Khandakar, learned counsel, has made a mention that the brief had been taken away from him. Full stop. In fact, on the last occasion also, that is on 1/8/2017, which was about 5 years ago, the same submission was recorded. Para. Also heard three.
One.
S.S. Roy, learned State Council. Para. It appears that the petitioner is not interested in prosecuting the present writ petition. Full stop. Accordingly, the same is dismissed as not pressed. How did you not press now? Dismissed for want of prosecution.
Article 35.
As per optional,
Dusty done.
Trustee Lordship, respondent number 6 and 7 had expired, Lord. So we don't want to impede people here.
Your Saha, Saha.
Yes.
Miss Saha, learned. Miss R. Saha, learned counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that though there was a direction to take fresh steps on the respondent numbers 6 and 7, the aforesaid respondents have passed away, and there is instruction not to substitute the said respondents. Full stop. In this regard, the learned counsel has referred to the order dated 13/6/2025 of the Learned Law Zima Court on the aspect of substitution. ये पहले लिखना पड़ेगा. Has passed away. मैं ऊपर लिख दूं. In this regard, she has referred to the order dated 13/6/2025 passed by the Learned Law Zima Court which has mentioned the aspect of substitution, full stop, uska बाद लिखना. However, the learned counsel has submitted that there is instructions from the client not to instruction that substitution of the response number 6 and 7 would not be required. Para? Have you filed affidavit? Oh. Para? No. The Ms. Saha, the learned counsel, is no, Sri S.S. Roy, the Learned State Council has however informed that no extra copies of the writ petition was furnished to him. Para, Ms. Saha, the Learned Counsel for the petitioner, has undertaken to furnish extra copies of the writ petition to the Learned State Council by tomorrow. Yes. Huh? List after the vacation. 36. None appears for the petitioner on call, whereas Ms. N. Bora, Learned Standing Council PNRD, as well as Sri S. Roy, Learned State Council are present. Both the Learned Counsel for the respondents have, however, submitted that the matter pertained to a no confidence motion for an election held in the year 2018, and the tenure has expired. Para? In view of the above, it clearly appears that the subject matter has become infructuous. Para? Writ petition is accordingly dismissed as infructuous.
Item 37.
$37.
Maybe. The body that we have been served a copy of the with
You have filed.
Yep.
Okay.
Record.
You'd like to have instructions?
What?
Okay. Ms. P.R. Mohanto, Learned Counsel for the respondent number 1 has submitted that an affidavit in opposition has been filed, which however is not tagged with the records. Para? What is your name?
BP Sharma.
BP
Sure.
Sharma. Sri BP Sharma, Learned Counsel for the petitioners, prays for and is granted 4 weeks time to obtain instructions, less filed rejoinder affidavit. Para? List after 4 weeks. Full stop. The affidavit in opposition said to be filed be tagged with the records.
Maybe.
Quantum matter 4 weeks. File it.
Apply.
Item 38.
Mr. Bora?
Hello, so amount has been released, my lord, but there is the interest, my lord, as per the order, my lord, that have not paid, my lord. We have filed an affidavit today, my lord, regarding the receipt of the payment. I have an extra copy also.
Then withdraw this.
My lord, it was credited to my account, my bank account,
Then you withdraw this writ petition.
but interest part was not paid, my lord. Operative portion of the order at this thing.
Yes. What about the interest part 6%? Sri D. Bora, Learned Counsel for the petitioners, has submitted that though the amount in question has been received
Well,
by his clients,
my lord, in my bank account.
that is received,
Right.
what else? Received by the clients, the aspect, the direction towards payment of interest is yet to be complied with. Para? You have filed affidavit, madam?
No.
Who has filed affidavit?
We have a file an
Uh,
additional.
In this regard, an additional affidavit has been filed, which however is not with the records. Para? List this matter after the summer vacation along with the additional affidavit. Madam, take instruction on the interest part.
But we have not,
I will have.
Okay, next.
And my lord, they can also file affidavit regarding the payment.
This, now why is an affidavit required if you are admitting?
My
Regarding the interest part, madam, you take instructions, okay? Next.
obliged.
Item 29.
Purpose of the private is for the Tawasma Court. And that is for all.
Private respondent appeared. 4. So service is complete.
4 and 5 service.
Anyone left? Then you file your affidavit. Okay.
4.
Okay. While Sri M. Bharadwaj, learned counsel for the petitioner, learned counsel has appeared for the petitioner, comma, Ms. D. Swami, G. Swami, learned counsel, learned counsel, comma, G. Swami, comma, and Sri Gupta, A.K. Gupta, learned counsellors respectively present for respond numbers 1 and 2 and 4. Alag na. Do. 5, who's 5?
5 service is completed.
Service.
Tawasma.
ऐसा मत लिखना काटो Hard Sri P. Bharadwaj, learned counsel for the petitioner, who submits that service upon the respondents is complete. Para. Ms. G. Swami has appeared for the respondent 1 and 2, whereas Sri A.K. Gupta, learned counsel, has appeared for the respondent number 4. You are also having a role? Three beach में आएगा, SS Roy, State Counsel for respondent number 3. Then respondent number 4 है A.K. Gupta. Order dated 7/3/2025 of the Learned Lozima Court reflects that respondent number 5 has also been served. Full stop. The aforesaid has been served. This court accordingly holds that service is complete. Para. On the prayer made by the learned counsel for the respondents, 4 weeks' time is granted to file affidavit in opposition. Para. Interim order passed earlier to continue till the next date of listing.
Obliged.
We take, yes, unlisted. It was funny. He's a We'll come at 2 o'clock for 2 unlisted and 1 item number 14. For the railways, yes.
Lordship, the petitioners are in possession of different plots of land for the last, someone is for the last 20 years, someone is more than 15 years, Lordship, and
What is your right?
No, Lordship,
for the land in question?
our dispute is not with the state government, Lordship.
No, what is your right over
Lordship,
the land in question?
no, Lordship, the thing is that the action taken by the railways is.
First you show your right that we are entitled to either have possession or we are the owners. Show us the land documents.
Land documents I have annexed, Lordship.
What?
Lordship.
Page?
It starts from page 43 onwards, Lordship. The petition number 1 is issued the
These are all
periodic
external land. You have
Yeah,
got the possessory right. What more than that?
possessory right.
Nothing.
all the petitioner admittedly all are having possessory right, Lordship. But our dispute is not with the state government, my lord. The railway is overstepping.
It is not because
Railway is not-
your dispute is with the state, not with the state government, so the court will have another view.
Because
Court
the
will have
railway.
to take a reasonable view in accordance with law.
No, Lordship, the similar petition is also pending before His Honorable Court, Lordship.
You did
Seeking
not, you were given a show cause. Your show cause was fine, not, I
Show cause was
don't even
given-
know
The show
whether
cause
you
was
had replied
given.
to the show cause.
So, show cause was given to in way back in 2023, Lordship.
Yes, thereafter.
And thereafter, we submitted our response, showed our documents, Lordship,
Hmm.
and thereafter complete silence. And recently, Lordship, on 2/6, this impugned order has been issued, Lordship. Our
You can't
only
help
plea.
railway land, you can't help. You show
No,
us
Lord,
any, that the land is Miadi Patta land, number one, that you are the owners or the rightful possessors of the land. If you
Lordship,
can
we
show
are,
that-
we are possessing, Lordship, by way of paying the revenue
Yeah.
and all, Lordship, we have been allowed
Your
to.
position, you are.
But
in
our,
your
we have
position.
made,
That is a
specific.
fine.
We
Clauses
have
are
made,
fine.
Lordship, we have
Clauses
made
are
a,
fine.
we have made the specific statement that our prayer for settlement is active consideration of the state government, Lordship, revenue department. We have made specifically plea, Lordship. Some of the application we have annexed also, Lordship. The railways.
First, you
Lordship,
said that you are not in dispute with the state government. Second moment, you are saying that it's under active consideration of the state government.
Yes, Lordship. But we are not challenging that, Lordship. Simply, we are saying that railway is overstepping.
Yes,
and
yes,
the,
Mr. Roy.
No, Lordship.
Yes. Why don't you file an appeal? File
No,
an
Lordship,
appeal.
the action itself is unlawful, Lordship. They
What is
cannot, they are
unlawful? What unlawful? So,
they are overstepping, Lordship. It is a state, admittedly, even if we are possessing, Lordship, it is a property of the state, Lordship.
property of the state?
Property of the state, we are possessing and we are in occupation of the plots of land, Lordship.
How do
By
you say the state property?
No, Lordship, it is admittedly, it is a government land, Lordship. Admittedly,
Page 11. Yes.
There is the periodic patta issued by name of the so and so, but there is nothing has been made in process.
Copies of the periodic patta. Let us see periodic patta.
yes, Lordship.
May kindly see the
Annexure 1.
Annexure 1, page 43, Lordship, the
Periodic patta, page 43.
patta.
Annual patta.
annual, it's
Yes or no?
a page 44, Lordship.
Is this a periodic patta?
The periodic patta, Lordship, for a specific annual patta or periodic patta, Lordship, it is a nomenclature only, Lordship.
No, it's not a nomenclature. Don't make submissions like this. You said it's a Miadi land. What is the
No,
meaning of Miadi?
Lordship. It's not near Miadi
No,
land.
you
Lordship.
said it's Miadi. We have not said. Come to page
No, Lordship,
11.
it is we have annexed the document, Lordship, for page 44.
You come to your reverments, Mr. Das. Without going through your reverments, don't make a submission like this.
Lordship, we are not saying that it is a Miadi land, Lordship.
You have
We are-
said so.
No, Lordship, with all apology, Lordship, I have not said.
No, come to paragraph 3.
No, Lordship, we are not. We are not saying it is Miadi land, Lordship.
Come
We
to
are just
paragraph 3. You just cannot make a submission
making
like
prayers
this.
for the settlement.
Paragraph
making-
3, come to the next
Yes,
page,
Lord.
page 11.
Yes, Lordship, we are making prayers for the settlement of the said plot of in his name as Miadi land, Lordship. That is our plea, as Miadi land. That is our prayer. These prayers are pending before the revenue department, Lordship. That is the statement we are making, Lordship. We have made specific statement, Lordship. Our prayers are on active consideration, Lordship.
But these are all Toji, yes.
Yes, Lordship, but we are not
Yes,
conflict with the
land belongs to whom? Railways, obviously. And what about the appellate authority? Who is the appellate authority? Huh? Civil judge? No. District, I think district judge.
As per the act, it is district judge, Lordship.
District
But
judge.
when action is itself unlawful, Lordship, that's why we are before this honorable court under 226, Lordship. Because the railway is overstepping. In any of the documents, the authority, Lordship, Panikhaiti Gao Panchayat, they have given us the permission to construct house there.
You take
Had-
instructions, Mr. Roy. When? Day after tomorrow, day after tomorrow.
Lordship, then
We need
like-
a learned counsel for the petitioners who has appeared online. Full stop. His primary content, online, who has moved this petition by special permission. Sarah? The primary contention of the petitioners is that the land in question belongs to the state government and railways does not have the jurisdiction. Full stop. Para? It is however seen that the land is Axona land, EKSONA, over which TOUZI, TOUZI, has been paid, which has been paid full stop. It is no longer res integra that TOUZI is only a fine and does not, and payment of the same does not vest any rights upon the party. Para, be that as it may, on the prayer of Sri S.S. Roy, Learned CGC, matter is adjourned to be listed on Friday to enable him to obtain instruction on the aspect on the contention made that railway does not have any right over the land in question. Para. List accordingly on 20. Para. Till the next date fixed, status quo is to be maintained. Full stop. The interim order, however, would be reconsidered on the next date.
I'm obliged.
Day after tomorrow.
Lordship, I'm obliged.
Print मेरा यहाँ निकाल दीजिए, तो देख लूँगा, ठीक है? Yes, madam. Yes.
Lordship, petitioner's wife, Lordship, was on 27th May 2015. She was suffering from a pain at around 4 o'clock, and she was and the petitioner has taken her to the nearest community health center. There, after the checkup, she was said that to go because her expected her due date on 19th she had the pain, but her expected due date was 27th of May 2015. While she was feeling uneasy, she at around 4 o'clock she was taken there.
27/5.
No, on 19th. 27 was the expected date
You
of
said
her.
27/5. Okay.
No, 27 was her expected date of delivery.
19/5.
19/5 she was
Okay, taken.
yes uneasy and pain was there, so she was taken to the community health center.
Okay.
And the doctors after checkup sent her back home saying that she was fine and delivery will take place on the prescribed date, which is the expected date. At around 8 p.m. on the same day, Lordship, again she was feeling uneasiness in her stomach, and thereafter she was taken to the community health center at Vidyapur. There she was admitted. The doctor in charge informed her husband at around 12 a.m. that he will conduct the delivery.
Where is Vidyapur? Which district?
It's in Bongaigaon district. The petitioner belongs to Bongaigaon.
Okay, then.
Thereafter, Lordship, at around 12 a.m. when he was at 8 p.m. when she was taken there. So at 12 a.m. the
12 a.m.
delivery
means?
will be performed.
12 a.m. means?
Yes, Lordship.
What is 12 a.m.?
Not 12 a.m. means at night, Lord.
What a.m.? 12 is a.m.
Because after
It's not a.m., madam. It's either midnight
or midnight, Lord.
or midday. 12 midnight.
12 midnight. So the delivery was again the delivery was postponed till 12 and then to 2. Again, it was postponed to 2.
Hmm.
The reason for the postponement of the time, Lordship, and the reason was not known to the petitioner.
Okay.
And during that time, she was constantly feeling uneasiness. Lordship. At around 2 a.m., when the doctor came for the checkup, he immediately referred her to the Bongaigaon Civil Hospital due to obstructed labor. If there is obstructed labor, Lordship, because cause of death, which is stated in the death report, Lordship,
Yes.
is rupture of uterus, Lordship, and which followed to her shock on page 28, Lordship,
Hmm.
shock due to obstructed labor, ruptured uterus. So what do we understand by ruptured uterus is an uterine rupture in a serious complications where your uterus tears or breaks open, Lordship. It is common in people who have earlier C-section delivery. This is her second pregnancy. This was the second pregnancy of the petitioner's wife.
Hmm.
So if she had obstructed labor, because from 4 p.m. when on 19th she was taken, immediately she could, if this facility did not have, she could have referred to that hospital, CHC, Bidapur CHC. There also immediately, because when there is obstructed labor, Lordship, immediately the operation C-section delivery has to take place. Otherwise, it leads to maternal death, and which had happened in this present case, Lordship. And even in the reply, they have not stated whether maternal death review is being conducted or not. In the reply of the government, Lordship, they have not stated. Because in every maternal death, there has to be a maternal death review, Lordship. But that has not been conducted.
Under what provision?
This is under the guidelines which they have, Lordship.
Yes.
Next. Actually, I need some more time to prepare myself, Lordship, so that I can satisfy the Lordship in that count.
Yes, madam. Your response number? 3 or 6? 3.
Response number 3. In paragraph 4 of our FCP.
Who is 6? 6 is central government. Ministry of Health. Yes, what have you stated? Paragraph?
Paragraph 4, my lord.
Yes.
It stated as per right from the Joint Director of Health Services, Bongaigaon, the allegation were denied that the patient was admitted in Vidyapur CHC at around 9:30 p.m. on 19/5/2015 and was attended to by the medical officer where he was found to have dilated cervix along with ruptured parent. Thereafter, she was constantly monitored and was found to be stable at 12:30 midnight, as well as at AM, as well as 2 AM. As no progress of labor was observed, she was then referred at 2 AM to Bongaigaon City Hospital. There was a delay on the part of the patient party as they went home for clots and other. The patient was brought to Bongaigaon Civil Hospital in a 108 ambulance and was admitted therein at around 5:15 AM on 25. The doctor on emergency duty examined her in presence of trained GNM, where she was found to be stable and was under constant monitoring. Around 8 AM, she was referred to FAMCH as there was no progress in death. Unfortunately, the condition of the patient deteriorated and suddenly and she expired at 9 AM. That the defense further stated that the cause of death mentioned as ruptured uterus and hemorrhage. The hemorrhage mentioned here is internal hemorrhage as a consequence of uterine stress, which is not related to arterial part. Paragraph. The defense is not that there is no violation of Article 1. That
Is there any rejoinder filed by Madam Ghosh?
no lot.
They have denied the negligence.
Lordship, here they have stated because they could have immediately operated on when they found that she is stable, she could have easily operated because
No, this is-
rupture in their this thing only they have stated that
No, this is your,
rupture membranes
this,
are
this
there.
is your opinion, but they
Yeah.
have not admitted of any negligence. We are not saying that by her denial, negligence totally gets obliterated. There may be negligence, but if it is denied, you have to prove it. These are all adversary litigations.
Lordship,
How do you prove in a writ proceeding?
yes, Lordship, because there are, I could not go through the entire judgment, Lordship. I apologize for that. But medical negligence, even it was proved by magistral inquiry. This I did not go through the entire judgment, Lordship. Just I was in between.
There was
I
an
got the time.
inquiry. There was
Yes.
an inquiry, but
An inquiry can be directed, Lordship.
not because of a single case. This is not a
Because
custodial
this is a
death.
maternal death case only. Similar, all maternal death cases only I have, which I have referred.
Let us see.
Compensation
Let us see.
being by the coordinate bench. There was inquiry, and even Orissa High Court Lordship also has appointed a maternal death review board comprised of independent members, Lordship. Because if immediately she would have been operated in the civil hospital, Lordship, she would have survived. That they did not do in the civil hospital.
See paragraph 5 of this coordinate bench judgment, paragraph 5. There was a public outcry which led to a magisterial inquiry conducted by the district magistrate. That was the finding.
Yes, Lordship.
Here, there is no such finding.
Because maternal death review also they have not annexed because
No, understood, but,
every maternal death there has to
the
be.
foundation of this case,
Yes,
of
that I have also stated.
Mizoram case is
Because
different.
the magisterial inquiry was there.
Was there, not in
Yes,
the
sir.
instance of the court.
Magisterial inquiry was there, Lordship.
In certain cases pertaining to custodial deaths,
Yes,
this
Lordship.
code also directs magisterial inquiry.
Yes,
But case of this nature, it's an adversarial litigation. You have to.
Yes, Lordship. This is the reason
Why didn't you approach this consumer court?
Lordship, if I'm
Number one,
allowed, Lordship, I'll
If
try
not
to
civil
satisfy
court, if
Lordship
not
on that.
consumer court, then the civil court.
I'll try to satisfy Lordship on that count, Lord.
No, satisfy today. These are 17 matter. We are not
Yes,
going to adjourn this
I-
matter. He
Lord-
approached the civil court. We are not expressing any opinion on merits. They have denied in the affidavit. If there were no denial, matter would have been different. Writ court granting
But they
something.
have not stated, uttered anything about they have conducted maternal death review. Because once a maternal death,
Where is your, how will that help you? Where is your statement regarding maternal death?
and I have, my prayer also is there in my death petition that to conduct a maternal death.
That is your prayer.
But this is the reason, Lordship, I need some time to satisfy Lordship that there are guidelines that once a maternal death happens, Lordship, there has to be a maternal death review. Lordship.
Compensation 2 lakhs, mental trauma. Insurance or implementation. So for the implementation of Janani Suraksha, that is okay. Compensation part will be a problem, ensure compliance, manpower, direct conduct and material death review. Material death review is under what provision?
This is as per their health guidelines.
Show us.
This is the reason I need some time to press, Lordship.
Madam, 17 matter, you are seeking time. And you blame the court for long pendency. We are in 2025.
Yes.
2017 matter, do you expect pray for an adjournment this court will grant? Yes, we grant if there is some urgent problem, immediate problem, serious problem, health issue. But not for matters like this.
And Lordship, I also tried to contact the petitioner to file rejoinder to it. Even I have written a letter.
This rejoinder was on this affidavit were in 2022.
Yes, Lordship, I had long ago, I have written also
They
letter to the
are
petitioner.
interested. Why should you be interested? We are not saying anything on merits. It will not be proper on our part. You may have a good case, but you have to prove.
Yes, sir.
You are the dominus litis.
Yes. I
You have to
Satisfy
prove your
Lord-
case.
on that.
We'll have it tomorrow, madam. Tomorrow. Oh.
Can it be on next Thursday?
No, tomorrow. Whole matter. Tomorrow is a Thursday. Heard. Ms. D. Ghosh, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Ms. A. Bora, learned counsel for the NHM. Whereas Ms. Okay. And whereas Sri S.S. Royal, learned counsel appears for the respondent numbers 6 and 7. Para. After hearing the matter at some length, comma, Ms. Ghosh, the learned counsel prays for some time. Full stop. This writ petition is pending since the year 2017, and the affidavit in opposition by the respondents were filed in the year 2022. Full stop. As an exceptional case. However, in the interest of justice, matter is adjourned to be listed for further consideration tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow.
Please on Friday, Lordship.
No, tomorrow. Friday we'll have motion matters. Tomorrow we'll have.
Actually, I was not well. This is the reason I could not prepare that.
Okay, no, tomorrow you come prepared.